Hey everyone, hope you all are doing great. Today, I'm ranking every legendary brawler from worst to best. I'll also be sharing the best builds, gadgets, and star powers for each brawler plus every possible tactic to help you play them better. This video is gonna be super fun, so make sure to watch till the end. And don't forget to drop a comment telling me which legendary brawler is your main. Alright, let's get started. Draco, this brawler was released back in May 2024, and since then, he hasn't received many balance changes. In fact, he's only had one nerf and 0 buffs since his release. That's exactly why Draco has become so weak in the current mirror. His mechanics are really cool. He literally transforms into a dragon once his super is activated, and he stays in that form until he's defeated. Draco is still a decent pick in Hot Zone, especially if paired with a good supporter like Barry or Poco. His range is normal, and his damage is based on how far the enemy is. At max range, he can deal up to 2,800 damage at power 11. Meg. Right now, Meg is super fragile. It's tough to play her in high lobbies because it's hard to counter anyone effectively with her. She's classified under the tank rarity, but here's the big problem. Once your mecha form gets destroyed, you're basically useless. And due to her wide hitbox, dodging shots becomes a real challenge. Recently, she's had some reworks. For example, she used to spawn in her basic form, but now she spawns in mecha form, which gives her an early advantage. She also got a mechanics rework and more recently a new hyper ability. Spike. Now Spike is one of the most overrated yet weakest brawlers in the game. He's easy to play and deals awesome damage if you land your shots correctly. His super can even wipe out a full team if used right. He's really popular among kids because of his simple and fun mechanics. Spike is solid in modes like Brawl Ball and Knockout, where he can counter tanks and deliver burst damage that prevents enemies from healing and playing properly. But here's the issue: against good players, Spike becomes a liability. His shots always follow the same pattern, making them easy to dodge once your opponent knows what they're doing. Cordelius. I know many of you will disagree, but it's true. Cordelius is super weak in the current mirror. He used to dominate Showdown, and while he still does decently, it's nearly impossible to play him effectively in other modes. His realm mechanic is still super cool and can be very effective in Final Circle Showdown fights. But after the release of Kenji, Lumi, and Meeple, he's fallen off badly. Kenji can instantly heal, Lumi has a major damage advantage, and Cordelius just can't keep up with the changes anymore. Crow. This brawler has been underrated for a while now. Crow deals insane damage and can totally demolish certain modes like Heist, but ever since the shield buff in Heist, it's been harder to deal massive damage in one jump. His mechanics are super fun, especially his super, and once you pair that with the hyper, Crow becomes even more versatile. Also, calling Crow an assassin still confuses me. Honestly, he should be a supporter brawler. His main strength is stopping opponents from healing. Ember. She used to be a weak pick, but after getting her hyper, she became decent. Still not great though. The biggest issue with Amber is when you're aiming, and someone like Mortis starts dodging, it's almost impossible to adjust your reflexes and land all shots. And if you're playing with delay, it's even worse. But still, Amber has fast reload, and her gadget behind obstacles is actually insane. If you've got solid game sense and can read your opponent's mind, Amber becomes a very decent brawler. Leon. I know most of you will disagree, but Leon is actually a skill-based brawler. Sure, he has some overpowered mechanics, and when paired with super, he's unbearable, especially in Showdown. But outside of that, he needs skill. His shots are easy to dodge from long range, and the weird attack pattern makes it tricky to land full damage. To hit every shot from far, you literally need to match the enemy's movement pattern. Still, Leon can turn around any fight with his super plus hyper combo, and he's super underrated right now. If you're a Leon main, then hit that subscribe button. Chester. He's become crazy good ever since getting his hyper. It's basically a combo of all his supers in one, and it's broken in the right hands. Chester has high DPS, and if you're using his new star power, you can deal double damage on your first shot that alone can wipe tanks. Honestly, if you have hyper, it's a free goal in Brawl Ball. Both gadgets are strong, but I'd recommend Candy Dice. It gives you a random buff for a few seconds, and that's clutch in serious fights. Sandy. There's a reason I'm putting Sandy at the 4th spot. She's one of the most underrated brawlers, and her mechanics are super chill and beginner friendly. Even if you're new, you can still pop off with her. She's really strong in competitive modes like Hot Zone and Gem Grab. Her super literally blocks enemy vision, making it hard for them to do anything properly. But yeah, she struggles against assassins like Mortis or Edgar unless you've got her gadget ready. Good players will instantly rush if they know you're out of gadgets. Kit, this brawler is actually pretty solid in the current mirror. After receiving a star power nerf, where the damage boost from each cube dropped from 200% to 150%, Kit is still a reliable pick. He's not just effective in Showdown, but also works really well in 3v3 modes like Knockout. Kit's power level goes up when paired with tanks like Draco or Buster. I recommend using the hiding gadget in Showdown and switching to the other one for most 3v3 maps. Trust me, it makes a noticeable difference. Surge, there's no doubt Surge is currently the best legendary brawler. He's low skill, super dominant, and his mechanics are easy to master. Honestly, it feels like you're getting free wins. If you're playing Showdown, go for the to the max star power. In 3v3, you can use it to if you're confident you won't die, because once you do, your super level resets. And please, always use the power shield gadget. I still see players using power surge, and it's just not worth it anymore. And finally, the best legendary brawler right now is Kenji. Since getting his new hyper, Kenji has become insanely strong. If you activate it at the right time and hit the entire enemy team, it's basically over. I genuinely think Supercell will nerf his hyper soon, because it's way too powerful and extremely hard to counter. His healing mechanic, combined with that broken gadget, makes him nearly unstoppable. Anyway, that's it for now, and hey, if you want Oni Kenji, then don't forget to subscribe.